divide by a fraction on both sides. So in this case, we have negative 12 equals 3t. Well, we can always get rid of the negative 3 by division, since it looks like it's multiplying. Opposite multiplication, division. So we divide by 3, or negative 3 in this case, on both sides. You get rid of the 3 or cancel it out. Negative 3 divided by 3, negative 3 cancels out. Negative 12 divided by negative 3, that gives us negative, negative, positive. 12 divided by 3, 4. So there's your final answer. Okay, example number 1 there. We have multiplying by negative 1. We have negative w equals 5. Okay, do keep in mind, you can always replace or add a 1 just between the negative and the w if there is no number. But do be aware, negative 1 next to w implies that we're multiplying. So that means we got to get rid of the division. So opposite of multiplication, division, right? And it's divided by negative 1. What we do to one side, we must do to the other side. Negative 1 divided by negative 1 cancels out. And that gives us the w equals 5 divided by 1 is still 1. Positive divided by a negative is now a negative. So w equals negative 5 is our final answer. Okay, let's try the next one. Example number 2. 3 minus t equals, well, how about we try negative 5 in this case? I'll let you try the negative 9 example for reference. So negative 3 minus 3. Okay. Notice that negative 3 plus 3 minus 3 cancels out. That leaves us with negative t. And in this case, negative 5 minus 3 gives us negative 8. Do notice we can always put a 1 next to the t. And notice that it's implied multiplication whenever we have a negative 1 next to a variable or a number. Agreed? So let's divide by negative 1. And that will be on both sides. So negative 1 divided by negative 1 cancels out. That gives us the t equals negative and a negative. Gives us positive. 8 divided by 1, it's 8. T equals 8. So once again, I'll let you try the example again, but this time with the negative 9. Try it out. See if you can get the right result. Next example. Solve. Let's write as a fraction format to make it look easier. So slash signs kind of make it a little more confusing. So in this case, we have 2/3 x equals 5 over 6. That's what's implied over there with our example with the slash signs. 2/3 x equals 5 over 6, or 5/6. Okay, to get rid of the 2/3, we must do the opposite on both sides. What is the opposite? Opposite of multiplying 2/3 times x. Do remember, you can use the reciprocal, meaning flip the fraction. We go 3 over 2 instead of 2 over 3, like what we have there. So 3 over 2 and 2 over 3 will cancel each other out. And to remember, what you do to one side, you must do to the other. So 3 over 2 on the other side as well. And it's a multiplication. That's what the parenthesis implies. So 3 multiplying, 3 dividing cancels out. 2 multiplying, 2 dividing cancels out on the left side. So that leaves us with just the x. And now multiplication. Do notice, multiplication of fraction occurs straight. 5 times 3 is 15, and 6 times 2 is 12. So we have 15 over 12. Hey, can we simplify this any further? This is where it could be time for you to review your common multiples. Remember, common multiples are multiples of 2, 3, 5, and 10. All multiples of 2 and then even numbers or 0. Right, which is also an even number. All multiples of 3s, I suggest just try dividing. Multiples of 5 and then a 5 or a 0. Multiples of 10 and in a 0. Well, 5 is not an even number, so it's not a multiple of 2, and therefore they don't end in a 0, so they're not multiples of 10. 2, or 12 I should say, it does not end in 5 or 0, so it's not multiple of 5. So let's try 3. Does 3 times something give you 15? And does 3 times something give you 12? Hey, it looks like it might be multiple of 3, right? So let's try simplifying that. So x equals 15 over 12. I'll just simplify them to the right. That way we can show our work. And that implies we're dividing by 3 because it's a common multiple. But do remember, the fact that I say I can divide by 3, well, you can make it a multiplication, pardon me. You can either convert it from a division into a multiplication or multiplication into a division, depending on which one you prefer. Well, multiplication should be a little bit easier. It's the first thing we typically learn about mathematics, other than adding and subtracting. So x equals 3 times what gives us 15? 5. And 3 times what gives us 12? 4. Or you could try, once again, 15 divided by 3 is 5. 12 divided by 3 is 4. And there is our final solution.